Wow. I I like
So
it. I think it's a little long, but all right.
yeah, we'll
Welcome
tackle it.
everyone uh to our first stream on Between Two Beans. I myself, the first bean, Will Rungholt. I have been streaming on my channels for a bit now. Been usually doing dev on voice, and I also do web development during my day job. I like Marvel stuff, um, and Star Wars. I'm a total nerd. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm not too different. Again, welcome to Between Two Beans. We're going to discuss all the actions, the intents, the utterances of voice technology. And like Will said, my name's Kevin Evans, and I kind of have a similar background. I started out in healthcare and kind of transitioned into to voice tech and other software. But I do some web development during the day as well, and super interested in the whole voice atmosphere. So uh, typically in this stream, we're going to get into a structure. So we're going to have a couple different things that we're going to jump into. And before we actually spill the beans on that, um, hey, Will, why voice?
For me,
I know. Put you on the spot here. This is unscripted.
um, it is unscripted. No, I've been doing a voice for about 5 years now, and I just thought it was like the new thing, which it wasn't the new thing, but the new thing to become the thing, I guess, because you don't have to use your hands, you don't have to uh, you don't have to see, um, eh, or yeah. So
Mhm.
it's a great tool that can help you in your daily lives, and also play games on it, which that's what I really like to do.
Agreed.
How
Agreed.
about you?
So for me, I briefly mentioned my healthcare background, and I'm going to jump more into that in a little bit. But for me, it's mostly about the accessibility. So it's a different way of interacting with your technology. Um, there are certain maybe disabilities or impairments, these types of things that can really be solved by voice. For example, like Parkinson's, you have all your tremors, and it makes things as simple as typing on a phone or a keyboard very difficult. Something as simple as voice can really help solve that problem. But also, like for those of you who know, I have a 4-year-old, and so even when I say accessibility, I mean something as simple as he can go into his room and turn on the light without me actually having to go do that for him. So yeah, voice I think has amazing potential, and I'm excited to see where we go. And like you said, Will, it is new. I mean, yes, it's been around for a little while, but it is still a new, exciting technology for sure, for sure.
Yes, it is.
So,
Great
um,
points there.
yeah, yeah. So, uh, and as this is our first episode of
Yeah.
Between Two Beans, um, any background on where the bean name came from and what all we really want to get into with this show?
So um some of you that listen to my other streams uh, know that I started a stream. I'm going to mute all your devices because I'm going to say Alexa a lot. Um, uh, that I do review streams on Sundays. I started this summer, and just recently I changed it to Cool Beans reviews. Why? because I say it a lot. I think I don't know if you do, Kevin, but
Oh
I
yeah.
noticed
Oh yeah.
my friend Nick, who is also in the chat, he says it a lot. Maybe it's just this era, our era of people. I don't know if women say it, but at least the guys like to say cool beans. And since I do say it so much, another friend suggested it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I started with cool beans, and then a YouTube turned into a Netflix movie called Between Two Ferns. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's pretty funny. It's funny and mean at the same time, but that's where I got the between the two beans. I put the two to two together, except me and you are the beans.
There we go.
And I was like, will it be fun to do a show with someone else, and it'd be really cool to do a show with Kevin, but do someone else, and then like maybe play some games or something to do with voice, to bring more stuff, more content for the viewers out there.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be a good time. Do you want to transition into our first segment?
sure, let's do it.
Cool.
So
All right.
first segment is spilling the beans, which we got
Spilling
these
the
awesome
beans.
banners I created myself.
Yep. Perfect.
And
Perfect.
to kick it off, it's you telling us about.
Yeah.
I'll just let you do
No,
it.
no problem. Yeah. So spilling the beans is going to be our funny punny take on some news stories. So anything that's happening within the voice tech world, we're going to kind of cover and jump on. But since again this is the first episode, my news story has kind of been out for a little while. I think it was mostly released or talked about at Alexa Live 2021. At least is when it kind of started to get more popular, or at least more public. And it actually deals with healthcare, which kind of near and dear to my heart there. So the article is actually on the Alexa blog. I'm not sure if you're able to pull that up if you want to, Will. If not, I'm going to give a high-level overview.
I will send it to everyone.
Sure. Thank you. So basically, it's kind of a general overview of how Alexa can be utilized in healthcare. And this is exactly what got me involved in it in the first place. And so I'm going to take this from even a little bit deeper than what the article goes into, but I'm going to talk about pre-hospital first. And so what I can see Alexa jumping into is, let's say I'm having an issue. Let's say I fell, broke my hip, and I'm hurting. But I have Alexa devices or voice throughout the house. And so what the potential is there for is I say, I need help, and it dials 911 and does the whole we're going to get you an ambulance thing. But in the meantime, instead of a dispatcher being on the line with you, taking up someone else's potential need, it would go through and ask you different questions. Curious Orvis says the mystery of the name has been solved. There we go. There we go. So it would ask you these questions, where are you in the house? Or is there a code to get into your house? That type of thing. And then any healthcare questions based on, where is it hurt? Is there blood? Do you have medication issues, allergies to different medications, whatever. That way, and then in the big grand scheme of my perfect vision related to this, it would actually send that information to the EMTs or the paramedics that are going to give you that first response. For me, that would be fantastic. And then you could even incorporate that, because all this voice stuff is so flexible and accessible to everyone that you could have this in a car accident. If you have a
Yeah.
car accident, your car alerts you that you've been in an accident. Do you need to dial 911? Yes, please. And then you get the help that's on the way. In the meantime, you're getting this kind of profile information that then those first responders don't have to not necessarily waste time, but actually spend more time doing care than
Mhm.
obtaining the information needed for that care.
Yeah.
Um, and again, that information could then be sent to the hospital, so that way, because if anybody's been in the back of an ambulance or has worked in that field, what happens is there's a lot of time that's spent on documentation and paperwork. So to have that all kind of automated allows time for that care to happen. And I see that as a huge potential for this healthcare skill ability that you're able to build. Um, Same thing inside the hospital. So even from a patient perspective, so we're going to go with patients. So I'm going to specify this into patients and residents. So patients are typically in the hospital. Residents are more in your skilled nursing facilities or rehabilitation centers. So your patients in the hospital, it's a new environment. There's always stress. There's a lot of issues when you're in there as a patient. So if everybody had a device that utilized voice, whereas if you couldn't get up and around, you could use that a little bit more to connect with not only your nurse, but your nurse's aide, your therapist, your physicians, those types of things, in order to not necessarily nag or bother or get information right then and there, but to at least let people know that you need something, or at least fill in the charting possibility.
Man,
Um,
that'd
and
be
so
insane.
it would be. It would be. And I think the potential is absolutely there. It just needs to be done the right way. And based on
Mhm.
this
Right.
article, it seems like Amazon, for one, is really thinking about this pathway. Um, so really fantastic potential. Same thing with the pediatric unit in hospitals. So these kids, they're in for a broken leg, a sports accident, or they've got an illness that they need to get squared away, whether it's acute or chronic, whether they're always in the hospital or not. Um, they have Xboxes, PlayStations. The Switch is a big one recently. Um, but you could also incorporate Alexa devices with screens or just voice to pass the time or communicate with your nurses differently. Kids are so good with technology anymore; they blow
Yep.
me out of the water.
Mhm.
So it would be fantastic to be able to to have that ability. And so, like VoiceSpark says here, it's also a great companion for the elderly. You're reading my mind. That's my next point. Is now we're getting into these skilled nursing facilities or rehab facilities, and some of these also include apartments that someone like a nurse, an LPN, or an RN, or an aide may just make rounds occasionally because they don't need help all the time. They just need occasional help. This would be fantastic for that. Again, getting back to the I fell, I need help type of thing, or just check ins type of thing. Um, Memory goes whenever you hit my age. But
I think it's a little bit
the
older.
elderly. So it's a good companion tool to connect with family as well. Um,
Yeah.
and by that I mean it's different than just pulling up your phone and talking on that. Whenever you use, at least in my experience, whenever you use one of these show devices to have a video call with someone, it's its own thing. There's no distraction of a text message, there's no email that's popping in type of thing. It is a sit down and focus on that person situation. And I think that goes a long way in that kind of elderly healthcare environment.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where it goes. And if you check out the article, if you are a developer or interested in it, there's a lot of resources on that blog that we'll post it in the chat. Feel free to check it out. And if you'd like to have a conversation on it with me, I can always be reached through Twitter and all the other socials. So pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Yeah. Very
So,
cool.
yeah. Yeah.
That's why you talked about this article, because I would have not done it justice.
Yeah.
That was well
It's
said.
it's one of those things, you can bring in your background, bring in your other interests
Mhm.
and stuff. I mean, there's just so much potential in voice. It's
Yep,
fantastic.
for sure. Cool. So that I'm not seeing any other comments in the chat. Should we move on to the next section, or do you have anything
Let's do
else?
it. Let's
All
do
right.
it. I'm excited to jump in.
Oh boy. Oops. I'm going the wrong one. We are going to be or Bean-boozeled. Ha ha.
Yep. Yep.
And that means it is our section that we will play a game together, me and Kevin. Or we're gonna try. We're gonna see how this works.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I have the device, but we're gonna try to play multiplayer games. Um, so games that have, excuse me, games that have turns. So I have a turn, then Kevin has a turn, and, and yeah, I'll have to speak for both of us. So I'll play fair though.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Everyone heard
Um,
that.
you can see my son there. That was a horrible shot there, but okay. We are going to be playing 20 question skill. I did get this on here, right? Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah. So for those of you who
Open
aren't familiar,
20 questions.
okay. So while that loads, if anybody isn't familiar, 20 questions is kind of a guessing game thing. You pick something of a different category. It could be like an animal or um,
No.
there's so many things.
Yes. 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 No. The animal, right?
Wait, uh,
No.
can chat hear
Yeah.
the
And let
device?
me know if you can't, but I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay, I couldn't hear it.
Repeat. You cannot hear it?
I didn't hear it. No, I went through the skill on my own previously, like hours ago, so I knew that you were talking about an animal. I think it runs you through a tutorial.
Yes. I don't know. Can be. No. Yes. Yeah. No.
Let us know in chat if you can hear that.
No. Yes. Kind of. I have no idea. Sure. Yes. Dang it. She got it right. Yes.
She got it right. Okay, I couldn't hear it. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure if
so we
chat could
need to
hear it.
figure this out then.
Okay, could chat hear it? I didn't.
Chat, please let us know if you can hear it. We cannot hear Alexa.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
boy, here we go again.
We're just building up the suspense. That's all.
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
through the
yeah.
tutorial. You know, of course the game gets the tutorial right. You know, so we'll take
Uh,
some once you hear the categories that it's asking for, chat, maybe we'll take a few suggestions as well. See if we can stump Alexa.
okay, we're gonna do it another way. You can entertain while I bring this up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, the weather's nice, and actually, no, it's not. It's cold here, but
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah. So we also this part of this Bean-boozeled, you know, because we're super punny. Um, going to be doing different games. So if you have any suggestions for different games, let us know. We'll give them a shot. We'll try them out and see how we can do. I can't guarantee I'm very good at games, but if it's useless trivia, I'm fantastic. I mean, I know stuff that doesn't matter, so I'm all for those types of games. But, um, let's see here. So
I'm almost
I'm
ready.
looking through. All good, all good. I'm just checking things out. So which bean am I? I think am I the one with the round glasses or the square glasses?
I think
So
the
I get to
round.
choose. Okay, that makes sense. It's the frame of my face a little bit. That's fine. But yeah, so I think we'll talk about it a little bit later too. But we also we'll get into what we're working on or any projects that we have coming down the line. Something that I'm looking forward to getting back into is some interactive voice stories. I have some ideas for expanding on what I had already created and then jumping into a few new things as well. So, are there any specific genres of interactive story, whether it's like fantasy or sci-fi or horror or true crime? Can I make a true crime fiction? That makes no sense. But any chat suggestions on what kind of interactive story you'd like to play through? Because I do have a previous one, and it's about it's called A Magical Day, and it
Nice.
involves mystery. Curious Orbit says mystery would be fun. That would be cool. That would be cool. It'd be fun to incorporate some other elements too, like a certain games that I've played in the past have a kind of not insanity factor, but like a fear factor. And if your fear gets too high, then you start hallucinating and seeing different things. It'd be kind of neat to see how incorporating that would change gameplay, especially for these interactive stories that you can take in so many directions. Be pretty neat to kind of jump into. So now I'm getting curious. I might try and research that a little bit and see how I could do. The thing with some of the tools out there for creating these interactive stories, one of my favorites is Fabella. It's a really good tool out there. So, and Curious Orbit also asks, would it work like the old choose your own adventure books, that's exactly right. That's exactly how it would work is, you go through and instead of going to page 12, you just follow a certain pathway that would take you down a certain storyline that way. So I think we got her squared away.
No.
No, that's all right.
I have
we'll see
a
here.
horrible echo.
No problem. Um, if I would, let me see here. If I would turn my show on, it's on my desk right here, and turn the volume up, do you think that would work? We'll just kind of run through it that way, maybe.
We could try that.
It's up to you. Or we'll work out some of the kinks and we'll jump on to the next section. No big deal.
Yeah. Let's do that for tonight.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So, let's see here. So we'll put the 20 questions skill. We'll put that on the back burner for now. But definitely try it out. See what you think of it. See if you can stump Alexa, and let us know what you are able to stump Alexa with. We're kind of curious how that would go. I've heard I only played a few rounds, but it was pretty accurate. So we'll see how you guys do as well. But at this point, we're going to jump into what we're going to call the bean taste test. And this is where we're going to review a couple skills. I don't know if that's something we can jump into this at this point, Will, but we'll see if we can get squared away real quick. No worries.
Yeah, we'll 1 second. There. Now I'm not doubling up. All right. I'm still getting used to everything.
Yeah.
Bean taste test.
Bean taste test.
Yes. There
Perfect. Perfect. So Will and I had kind of thought, it's the new year, and we thought, when did we start this? Well, we started this idea probably a couple weeks ago at this point.
Yeah.
And we thought, okay, the new year's coming up. We're going to start the new year. What's up with the new year? Resolutions. Everybody has a resolution, right? And like my resolution is to get in shape because this is not good. So I think we picked a couple skills here. The first one would be 5-minute workout. I think we can drop a link to that one in the chat. That might be helpful too. If you need that,
Yep.
Will, I'll throw it in.
I got it.
Cool. On top of it. But I think I even offered, like, if we go through this skill, I'll actually do the exercises. And then I'll need to use, I know, then I'll need to use that healthcare side of it to pick me up off the floor. So, yeah, hopefully
yeah, 5
it's
minute. Yep.
5-minute work.
All right,
Perfect.
let's see it.
Perfect. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Do you want me to fire it up on or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that one, and I'll fire up mine on my end. Sure. Whoop, we lost her.
Am I back? There we go.
We're back.
Phew. Crisis averted.
What'd you do?
I clicked the button I shouldn't have clicked. That happens. Do you mind posting that? I'm missing some of the chat. Do you mind posting that link one more time?
Oh, actually posting it?
If you don't mind, yeah. Well, actually, I have.
Oh,
Never mind. Sorry.
I'm also just realized I didn't post it to everyone.
That's all right. I will copy this link, throw it over here, and get it downloaded on my side of it because obviously I haven't done this skill yet. So
I'm
I
pretty
am.
sure I've done this skill before.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If
Do you have
it's
it
the
on
one
your
I'm
device?
thinking of, I haven't
Okay.
even clicked on it. No, this is not the one I was thinking of.
This is not it. Okay, let me get squared away. I'm gonna sign in here and see about getting it squared away. Let me grab my code thing. Bear with me 1 second while I get set up. And we're gonna do this. Okay, so I am enabling this skill. All right. Let me flip this
I got
back.
the next one all lined up as well, so we should be
Perfect.
Good to
All
go
right.
on the next one.
Why did I agree? Okay. Alexa, open 5-minute workout.
Welcome to 5-Minute Core and Cardio. Today, we are going to blast your core, have fun, and lose weight in the process. Let's warm up with 25 seconds of jumping jacks. Make sure to spread your legs wide and get your arms all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should start feeling your blood begin to flow now.
Oh yeah.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Almost there. You're doing great. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, let's move on to some high knees. Still standing up, focus on engaging your core and lifting your knees up hip height one at a time. Okay,
Hip height.
20 of these. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay on the balls of your feet. Try not to lean back. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
All right, well, I don't like this anymore.
Well, we don't have to do it
You
all.
can lie down now.
Oh yeah.
It's time
Good.
for crunches. Lie
Yeah.
on your back with your knees bent and your arms
We
crossed.
can't do that on screen.
We're going to do
Yeah,
20 of
that's.
these
I'm
bad
sorry.
boys. Let's go.
Alexa, skip that forever. Okay.
That command isn't supported by this skill.
Obviously.
Sorry. Try something else.
Alexa, exit.
3, 4, 5.
No, Alexa,
6.
exit. Okay. Whew.
Make sure you
I have
focus
to
on
take some
Alexa.
drink.
9.
Alexa, stop. Just so everybody knows, it says, hope you had a great workout. Come back soon. Yeah. Okay, so that was highly embarrassing. I'm not breathing hard. I'm just never mind.
Psyched. You're just psyched.
Mm-hmm. Amped up. I'm ready. All night stream. Okay. So I actually like that skill. As much as I'm complaining right now, if I were in shape better, I'd like that skill. It had that music background.
Yeah.
If you heard that, that was a high energy type of thing. The tone was good. And it actually, why am I breathing so hard? My wife's probably upstairs laughing right now. So anyway, I'm serious too. I liked it. The music was good. I liked the fact that it was a guided experience where it actually spoke to you, had the numbers, the countdown, that kind of thing. I would do it again. Not now, but later.
Did it
In the
have
future.
a guy videos?
No.
No? Okay.
No. It's a blur right now, but I don't believe so. I think it was just the
Just
numbers
countdown?
counting. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it was good. I may use that.
Yeah.
So I
All right.
the bean taste test, I'm okay with it. Yeah. Are we giving it a
Video would
rating?
be cool. Curious Orbit says video would be cool. There's another one that I tried out a bit ago for Voice Spark Live, and I don't know, like October or November. So
Mhm.
you could have seen that back then, but it had video, and that was pretty much it. But then you could pick what workouts you wanted to do. But I think they're longer than 5 minutes, if I remember right.
Okay.
I think they're like 10 minutes or 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. I mean, I like the skill. I'm not alone because it has 324 reviews and it's got 4.5 stars.
wow,
Which,
that's impressive.
yeah. I mean, I think it was good. I'm somewhat curious to see what the full 5 minutes would look like. So, but it might be a good morning wake up routine for somebody. Not me, but somebody. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah. I mean,
I
if
might give it a try. I might.
okay,
We'll see.
okay, you let me know how it goes. So, I did
Um,
sign up for the gym though, so I'm okay.
oh, you did?
I
Wow,
did. I did. I said, I'm going to be serious about this. So,
cool.
just not right now. But yeah, so I liked it. I'm definitely seriously going to try it again and see what it has to offer. Um, the guide, the music, the audio to it. I'm okay with it. Are we giving it a rating or are we
Um,
just going through
one
the
second.
taste test? Yeah, no worries. No worries. Hey, Oxygen Box. You didn't miss anything. I mean,
Okay.
I danced around a little bit, but that's about it. Still out of breath. What? Man, I'm gonna be using that healthcare app.
Oxygen Box, welcome. You missed Kevin working out. So it rewinded about 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, we won't give it a rating. That's my
Okay,
Two Beans show
that's
thing.
right. That's right.
And not Two
That's
Beans.
definitely
Cool Beans, sorry.
cool
That's
beans.
the Cool Beans
Cool beans.
show. So if you want
Okay.
ratings on your skills, you can come to my show on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central Time. But this show is just, we'll talk about it. We'll give it our own 2 cents on the skill. But we're not going to give it my ratings because that's the Cool Beans thing.
Makes sense. So I'm going to switch gears to
So
this.
I
Other skill.
already have the Get Me Up.
Oh, you're on it. Okay, cool.
Yep. Since you took one for the team for that one,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Get me
will
up. Mm-hmm.
I will do this
Right,
because
right.
I'm sure it's gonna be worse than yours. So
It probably will be. I've got 911 on speed dial for you, just in case. Just in case.
all right. So hopefully I have my Echo Show 10 over here. Hopefully it'll pick up the audio. I know sound effects do not get picked up. So we're gonna have to figure this out for next time, obviously.
Sure.
But the what was I saying?
Jumping into get me up with the sound
Yes,
effects there.
the Echo Show 10 has audio. Obviously, it's voice skill, but it might not pick up any sound effects or background audio. Just FYI. Alexa, open Get Me Up.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I guess I didn't enable it. Alexa, Get Me Up.
Here we go, little baby. I'll help you get up, little one. Actually, you're too old for this. Just get up.
Okay, so we're getting motivational speaking to be productive. Is that what I'm
Let them
hearing?
know to keep the skill going.
Get me up.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Get up. Get up. Be productive. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. I got. I'm up.
Fine,
You
finally.
better be getting up. Goodbye.
You better be getting up. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that I thought there was gonna be more to it.
I did too. I did too. Reading the description, I
It
thought there was going to be
has okay
more involvement and
as 3.5 stars,
yep, I see.
730 reviews. 730 reviews. People reviewed this skill. I could go on a rant right now.
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Um, I
Um,
quickly glanced through the reviews of what people wrote. Okay, I don't see the 5-star appeal personally. Did it have any visuals with it?
it did not.
It did not. Okay. Uh, Maybe setting it up as part of your morning routine. Um, so
Oh
for
yeah.
me,
Hmm.
I have a routine that's in the morning. My alarm clock goes off, the coffee maker starts, and the lights come on, and then I could do. I don't do it currently, but I could do news and all that stuff or weather report, whatever. Um, so I see maybe the potential is kind of a laugh. Would would you call this kind of a gag skill thing? Like not necessarily.
I see it.
I don't know.
Yes, and I could also see it as a um, just a alarm clock. But I think
Yeah.
you touched on it. Is if you put it in with a um, whatever you just said,
A routine,
the
yeah.
routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put it in a routine, uh, let's say after alarm goes off, uh, this is said, uh, and then this is you open the skill again, uh, like a minute later or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So I wouldn't put it on my New Year's resolution skill list at this point.
no,
But
me either.
yeah. Uh but at the same point I'm probably not putting that 5-minute workout one on there either. So anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway. Not too bad. Not too
730 reviews.
bad. Yeah.
When
I
Cars of
mean
Wonder has three. Cars of Wonder has three people. Come on. All right. I'm done
yeah,
ranting.
well, like Curious Orbit says here, review farm?
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe.
If
But
so,
yeah.
I want that number.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's funny though. I mean, this is a conversation we could have some other point too. Is skill awareness or distribution? How do some skills just explode and others just kind of crawl by?
yeah.
That's a conversation I'd like to have sometime.
Uh,
As far as just
we could go on and on about it. Um,
yeah, yeah. I could go into rant territory on that one.
oh yeah,
So
for sure. So we'll put a pin in that one
there we go.
and unpin it another episode for sure. It could be in our news segment or something else. Or
Mhm.
during this segment, we could just go on a rant segment. The bean
Might
taste
have to.
test.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So,
So our next is We need a drum roll. Yeah. Bean of the week,
Bean of the week.
and it
So
actually should
this
be beans, right?
beans is beans
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 of the
beans
week.
beans is the week. Yeah, it should be. It should be. I picked an item. So what this section is just kind of random, kind of toning things down a little bit. Just something that we've picked up this week or that we like or utilize. It could be like a tool. It could be a book, a movie series that you started, cool piece of technology that we enjoy, that kind of thing. So my pick is actually the microphone that I'm using for this stream. And well, if you don't mind, you're on
Already
top of
did
it. You're good at this game. So I'm gonna move this over here. Hello. This is the, I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's like Bitrun. Yeah, Bitrun, Bietrun microphone. So this is actually a USB microphone, but it has some noise canceling capability built into it. So I can toggle that right here. It's super portable, super lightweight. The stand is mobile, so I can move this around however I need to. Hello. Hopefully the quality isn't too bad. It was, I think $35 at the time that I picked it up. But I'm super happy with this. I'm gonna set it back down, adjust it there. But I think it picks my voice up well. It has that noise canceling background, so if the kids are right behind this door, it doesn't seem to pick them up. So very, very good on some of that.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
Don't we need an
I'm very
RTX
happy
card?
with it. I know, a little bit cheaper than that though.
Just a little bit,
just a tiny bit. Yeah, but
$2,000 cheaper.
Just no. What's that? What's that to me? No. But yeah, I'm super happy with this microphone. I use it for work. So during my day, I've been jumping on Zoom calls quite a bit, and it's fantastic for this. You know, it's plug and play USB, so you don't have to have any special adapters, anything like that. Fantastic little microphone. If you're looking for one, definitely recommended. Definitely.
Awesome.
So that's my bean of the week.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Mine, I actually realized this after I grabbed this URL that it wasn't the exact one I was going to talk about, but it's close enough.
So real quick, sorry. Did you see Oxygen Box's comment? Beans of the week or week?
Week.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty
Here we
good.
go. We'll put it up on there.
Yeah. Yep. That was a good one. That was a good one. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
But sorry, I interrupted.
Anyways, so mine is a Fire TV Stick 4K. The one I was going to talk about is the Max, but the only slight difference between the Max and the regular 4K is the processing power, but also the Max has version 6 Wi-Fi, nice. Which is huge when trying to stream, all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The one I shared is not the exact one I'm talking about, but it's pretty close. It actually I believe it's in the the Max one is right there, pretty close to it. But anyways,
okay.
We got it for before we went on a little trip. My son is really spoiled. I remember going on a trip because we went on trips a lot. I was a little spoiled back in the day because I got to go on trips. A lot of my friends didn't get to go on trips, but
Right.
but we went on trips. We had to do things like play these games, like cardboard games. I don't know if you ever seen those with the little red slides,
Oh yeah.
where you see things and you have to take it off, or I Spy, or the go through the ABCs. Anyways, I'm digressing, but so I had to do that, right? And my son, he has not only Wi-Fi in the car, but he also has a Fire TV that he can watch TV on in the back seat while I'm driving. So I got a new Fire TV stick for my house so I could put the other one in my car for this vacation. And I got it for, my 4K TV. And we had a 4K one prior. It was the version before this one that I'm sharing. And I wasn't expecting any difference, right? But it was like upgrading your TV, and it was just the stick. So I was totally impressed with the quality. And so far, obviously, the version 6 Wi-Fi is much better for that as well.
Yeah. So I'm hearing that I want to go on vacation and road trips with you. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. That whole conversation, that's all I heard. So
after the COVID, we can do it.
There we go. I did want to address Amy's question. Is the mic for Mac or Windows? I think you need an adapter with Mac. You're absolutely right. So it is a USB-A connection. Let me let's do this. So just in case you're not aware, it is this type of USB, the one that I can never plug in the right way the first time. It's one of those. So it's that connection into the microphone itself. So if you are using a newer Mac, which only has the USB-C ports, you would need a USB-A to USB-C connector. I should have mentioned that. Thank you for bringing that up. I have a hub device, so I've got ports everywhere at this point. But yeah, good question, and I appreciate you bringing that up. That was
Are you streaming on a Mac?
Currently, I am.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah.
It is possible on a Mac.
It happens.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that was a really great conversation. I'm happy that we did this. This was a lot of fun for me. Hopefully, chat enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, if you have any questions, we'll be on for another minute or two. Let us know in the chat. If you do not get to those questions, or you're watching this afterwards, or just listening to us, if you're on Twitter, or if I ever do upload this to a podcast thing, that what was I saying?
You can reach out
just
to
leave
us.
a comment in the below the video, or you can also add us. I am W Wronghold on Twitter. What are you, Kevin?
I am at KJ Evans 2787. So, yeah, and Curious Orbit asked if it's going to be a weekly show. I think that's the plan. Is that right, Will? We're going to do this every Tuesday, same time.
We're going to try.
Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, but anything you'd like to plug? I know you have a couple other streams that you do. Is that right?
I do. So, well, now every other Wednesday, I stream D&D, or Dungeons and Dragons, 5th Ed. And then that's at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then, like I mentioned earlier, at 3 p.m. on Sundays, Central Time, I do Cool Beans show where we review around 4 skills each week. But yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. I don't have anything too exciting to plug. Just, more than willing to have a conversation, whether it's on that healthcare topics that I talked about earlier or anything. If you'd like to bring some of that up, feel free to reach out on Twitter. I'm always around somewhere. So, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. I guess that is the show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we do not have an outro yet, but we'll get one.
We will. It'll be very bean punny, I bet.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
come up with something clever.
I don't know. But thanks,
I'm tapped
everyone.
out. I mean, I just
Bean here.
I see that.
There.
Nice.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Yep. Take care. Thanks for joining.